What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Tuesday morning, time is 10 a.m. Just got back from Aviva. We are heading into the shop right now. We had to go to get some extra film and a little bit of white. This should be honestly the last that we have to get from Aviva, because we got the Chinese supplies coming in like a week. So we will hopefully last time have to get that from Aviva and get back to the shop. Today is going to be a day where we are focused on getting those two down DTF printers up by any means necessary. I got the power supply for the dryer for DTF printer number 1, so here's hoping I can just go ahead, unscrew the old one, pop the new one in, and that will be it for number 1. We can go ahead and get that guy up and running. And after that, I can then start dealing with the nozzle clogs and issues that we were running into on DTF printer number 4 tomorrow. Or yesterday, I'm sorry. We were dealing with those issues. Still, I mean, maybe we don't have them anymore, but I am quite confident that we are still going to have those issues on DTF printer number 4 waiting for us at the office. Alright guys, about noon right now. Got to the office a few hours ago. Got DTF printer number 1 and DTF printer number 2 up and going for the day. Right now, it is all hands on deck. I got everything I need to kind of do to allow me to kind of spend a good couple hours working on these DTF printers. Got all of the emails answered, messages answered. I'll keep my watch on in case anyone reaches out via live chat or something like that. But yeah, I got a little bit of time now. I'm going to go ahead and get these guys figured out once and for all. I'm going to start, like I said, with the power supply on DTF printer number 1. I'm going to just see if it can really be as simple as swapping them in and out. So that silver box down there, I got to unbolt from the printer or from the dryer, attach all of the wires there on the right side, and then after that I can go ahead and do everything in the opposite order and reattach the new power supply. Fingers crossed this works. I think it would probably be in my best interest to get everything all hooked up to the new one before I actually make the switch and connect it to the new dryer, like get it all bolted in. So I think I'll do a little bit of a test, just kind of attach the wires to the new power supply and see what we are working with. It's kind of like if any of you guys have built a computer before, you know that like putting the side panel on the case is kind of bad luck, and you want to, before putting everything inside of the case, kind of build the computer on the motherboard, on like the motherboard box, before you actually start putting it all into the computer, just to do like a sanity check and make sure all of the components work before like cable managing, making it look all pretty, that kind of a thing. So that's what I'm going to do at least, and try and do on this dryer. I got the power supply in yesterday, so hopefully it is just a drop-in replacement. I got the S-100-24, which means, from what I understand, it's 100 watts operating at 24 volts. So I think it's like 4.2 amps or something like that. Don't quote me. Running through the circuit from this power supply. So I'm going to go ahead and get this guy switched out now. I'm really hoping it is just a drop-in replacement and we can make this real quick. So I'll keep you guys updated on what we got. Alright guys, got the power supply swapped out. The only thing that I'm a little concerned about is that this new one has this sticker on here that says switch for 110, switch for 220. The old one did not have any sort of switch, but I am near certain that this dryer is running on 220, because when I had the electrician put in the outlet over there, it was for 220. And not to mention that, but there's also this thing on here that also confirms. I'm pretty sure it's running at 220, so either way I'm going to give this guy a turn on and we'll see how it does. There we go. Here's on. No obvious like sparks or anything. Always a good sign. Let's go ahead and go for it, I guess. Try the plate heating, try the up heating. Is it going to go up, guys? Pray for me that it does. now have a green light on the power supply, so that is good, but the heat is still not increasing on the actual plate. I'll give it up just a little bit longer, hopefully it's just taking a while. Alright guys, not good, that did not work. Not good at all. I don't know what the hell to do now. The red light on the power supply is gone, so that was the main issue that I was working. I don't know, man. I think a couple of you guys commented to check the actual plate heater. You guys said that this problem had happened to you before, and you guys took, there was some fried wires or something going on in the actual plate heater. I don't know how the hell that could happen. This thing does not move. Like, there's literally nothing that moves on it. But I guess anything is possible. And at this point, I'm currently at my, I don't know what else to do. So I'm going to unscrew the back of this and see if I can notice any obvious problems. Alright guys, I got the top, or the bottom I should say, taken off on the plate heater. From what I can see down here, man, I don't see any issues. Like, even if we pull the cord just a little bit, there's no, like, there's nothing. I really don't know, like, what could have gone wrong, as, like, looking at it. This stuff just, like, is, like, solid state. It does not move. So, I don't, like, there's no chance for the wires to rub up against each other and get fried, or there's no chance for even, like, liquid to get inside here. There's not even any, like, noticeable corrosion or liquid damage, so, to be honest, I have no idea what the heck is going on. I think what I'm going to do is, I got a message from the WhatsApp group for Oddly, because I messaged them on Friday, for those of you guys who know, and said, like, yo, is there anything you guys could help me with, point me in the right direction? And they messaged back saying, check a couple of points with a multimeter, seeing if you have the 220 AC current coming out of them, and if you do, then it's the heater's fault for sure, and I need to replace the heater, or if not, then there is something to look for with the power supply. As I just replaced the power supply, I'm quite confident that it is not that, so I basically just need to roll out everything. I don't have a multimeter, so I'm going to run to Lowe's and grab one. They have like a $20 multimeter, and I mean, that will be something it would be nice to have on hand for whenever I might need it again in the future. But yeah, I'm going to go run to Lowe's and grab a multimeter and see if I can't figure this out by the end of the day. I don't know, man, this is tough. Alright guys, it's the heater. I went and got the multimeter from Lowe's, tested the dryer connections, and sure enough, I was able to get to both of the relay and from the power supply to 20 volts, which is what the guy on Oddly told me to check. He told me that if both of those came back at 220, that it was going to need to be the heater that needs to be replaced. So that whole top thing up here, I guess, just completely crapped out, and this is what needs to be completely replaced, this piece right here. So I already contacted my girl Nirhan. She is our sales rep for Oddly, so hopefully she can get me one of these air shipped, because I don't think there's any chance we can wait like 45 days to have it come over the boat. So hopefully, since it isn't that large, I mean, it's pretty large and relatively, that it won't be too expensive to get it air shipped, because, I mean, we need this thing now, so it's not like we can wait for it. It's going to be something that we have to pay the expedite fee and get it as soon as possible. So hopefully she can get back to me as soon as possible, and we can get this ordered and on the way. I wish there was like a place locally that I could buy this here in the States. I looked all around online. If you guys know any place, please drop that down below in the comments. I looked all online. I called 2 different places, and no one seems to sell the actual plate heating element for the DF700 dryer. I don't know what it is. They sell like the coils for the actual like heating, like up here where it's like that red color. They sell those. They sell like bearings for the powder rollers. They sell basically almost any other supply or spare part you could need. But I guess these things don't go out very often, so people in the US haven't decided that it was worth it to keep them in stock, whatever it is. So gonna have to get that ordered as soon as possible. We're gonna run a test real quick to see what we can do. I got the plate on the dryer here cranked up to 65 so that hopefully we can try and maybe just skip using this for right now. Obviously we're gonna have to run a whole bunch of different tests to see if this is up to our quality standards before we ever actually start printing and sending customer orders on it. But yeah, I'm going to have to do some research and see if that is possible, what the consequences are going to be, what the unintended effects, that kind of a thing. Because it's my understanding that you want to semi-cure the transfers before you apply the powder, just to kind of ensure that everything bonds properly. So without that being semi-cured, well, I mean, they're going to be getting up to 65 degrees Celsius, but I don't know, we're just going to have to do some testing and see what we're working with. Mikhail's trying to get the printer up right now, running through some nozzle checks, getting the clogs out of the way. This printer hasn't run since Friday, so actually not even since Thursday. So it has been sitting for a little bit. But for right now, it looks like we're just kind of working some issues with the cyan and a little bit of an issue with the yellow. But usually when the issue with the yellow is like this and it's like super gold, rather than actually being the proper yellow, if you just let the print run for a little while, it'll honestly like work itself out, and then you can actually start running customer orders. So you just like let the printer run, kind of work through any of the issues that are in the lines, in the print heads, the nozzles, that kind of a thing, and then maybe over like 24 inches, that yellow problem will be fixed. That actually happens from us like almost every morning. So I think that's what Michaela is doing right now, and then we can work on getting that cyan patched up and see what the actual effects are for not running the plate heater and turning up the plate heater on the dryer, or I'm sorry, on the printer, rather than using the plate heater on the dryer. Let's see what that does. While Michaela is doing that though, I'm going to start my attention on DTF printer number 4. We don't have any cleaning solution like I was saying to you guys earlier, or a clogs buster, so we're going to have to use cleaning solution. We went to Aviva earlier this morning like you guys saw, but they didn't actually have any either, and they also were out of cleaning solution, so we honestly only have a little bit of the cleaning solution left, and then we're going to be left with just capping solution that we're going to be able to run through it. So I think that's actually what I'm going to start with. I'm going to start doing what I did yesterday, taking off the dampers and putting the hose so I can flush some capping solution through the print heads. Right now the print heads are sitting, so hopefully they're kind of trying to loosen up any gunked up ink that is still on there. I ordered some deplasticizing solution as well. Right now we were honestly caught in a bad situation when it came to supplies. We didn't have like any clog buster on hand, deplasticizing solution, and we were getting low on the blue cleaning solution. So I got everything re-upped. It should be here by the end of the week, and hopefully we won't be in that situation again. Kind of let the end of the year get to us and started slipping, to be quite honest with you guys. But I'm going to work on this right now, turn my attention to this, see if we can get this guy back up and running today, because there's no chance that we can go back to what we used to do with only 2 printers. With the amount of business that we have now, we need all 4 printers. We need at least 3, but we really need all 4. It's 5:26, going to get these packages dropped off to UPS, and then we have the 3 printers still going. We were able to run a test on DTF printer number 1. Test looks good so far, but we are not sure about sending them as customer orders just yet. We're going to take one home and do a wash test on it. But in the meantime, we got number 4 in like a semi-usable state. I really don't know what the issue is there. It keeps cropping up like now and then, so we just have to keep on running cleanings and getting the nozzles in perfect condition. But it lasts for maybe like 40 minutes, and then it'll start happening again with like the blue streaks on the film. So we'll have to pause it, count how many transfers were ruined, and restart the print. So it's not exactly ideal, but it's better than having the printer down. So we're up 3. like maybe I would call it like 2 1/4, or no, 2 3/4, and it's better than 2. Wish we had all 4 running at full tilt, but no, that's not where we're at right now. So I think we're on track to still make it for FedEx today, but I got to get these dropped off to UPS now. About to package up the last order, and then we got to head out to FedEx and get this guy dropped off for the day. I don't even know what kind of video I got for you guys today. It's been really annoying past couple of days, honestly, dealing with these DTF problems. DTF printers have been working with us like super well for basically all of 2024. But now that the weather's starting to get cold, we're having these issues. The humidifier just got delivered to the house, so I can bring that in tomorrow when we come and we can have that running. Hopefully then we can eliminate a lot of these problems going forward, and then we can get resolved on DTF printer number 4 once and for all, figure out what the heck is going on with that blue. And I'll do a wash test tonight and see if we can use any of the transfers that are printed on DTF printer number 1 tomorrow, because we really need to, honestly. Today was really hard, and if we can't get these DTF printers back up in working order, I'm a little worried about what might happen going forward in the week, because it's only going to get worse, honestly, if we can't make sure that we are clearing out all of these orders. Thank God that we implemented this new turnaround time with the 7-day and 3-day. If we didn't do that, we would be absolutely screwed. So thank God that we did that. That saved our bacon big time, and we weren't even expecting that. So that is huge. That has allowed us to really prioritize exactly what needs to be done so that we can make sure that we're getting out all of the orders on time, and we're not having to credit any customers for missing turnaround times, any customers emailing us angry, nothing like that. So it's really been a blessing. Super grateful for that. But okay guys, I got to help Michaela get this last order packaged up, offload the footage, get this guy edited and posted to YouTube so you guys can watch it tomorrow. But with that, I'll leave you guys here. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.
Check this out.